In the Global South, activists continue to film valuable evidence of human rights violations despite enforced internet shutdowns. Many of these contexts include countries yet governed by colonial-era communication laws. Witness has over many years gathered important learnings from allies on the ground, communities that are grappling with shutdowns firsthand. Citizen eyewitnesses are using creative strategies to uphold their freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, and the right to record.
If you're an activist or a journalist documenting human rights violations, you may already be anticipating a network block. Amidst the volatility of such a reality, it's important that you prepare and set up your phone so that you can stay safer while you record valuable footage. For safety and security, consider using a phone that's separate from your primary personal phone. To set up a phone for documentation, first wipe any old data that's on it by running a factory reset. Then, try to reserve this phone only for doing documentation. Don't use it for things that could put people at risk, and don't connect this device to any of your real primary accounts. If you're not able to use a separate phone for documenting, you can still reduce the amount of sensitive data and improve the security of your primary phone. Phone security is relevant in every situation, whether you're documenting during an internet shutdown or not. While nothing will guarantee 100% safety, here are some key tips. Make sure your phone is encrypted. Most newer phones have encryption on by default. You can check in your settings. Run operating system or OS updates regularly, as they often fix security vulnerabilities. Also update your apps regularly for security fixes. Set a strong passcode that has at least 6 digits and does not rely on fingerprint or Face ID. Set up a screen lock and lock timer. Turn off location services if you don't need them, as well as Wi-Fi and Bluetooth scanning options. Also check location permissions for individual apps. You may want to allow an app to use your location for documentation purposes, but be aware of how it can put you at risk, such as if it's included in your video's metadata. Turn off Bluetooth and Wi-Fi when you don't need them to avoid device tracking. And power down the phone when you're not using it. For photo or video documentation, you can use the built-in camera on your phone. Or you can use more specialized documentation apps with features such as robust metadata capture or secure galleries that remain encrypted even when your phone is unlocked. Assess your risk and choose your apps carefully. Is the app developer reputable? Are they vulnerable for any reason, such as the country where they're located? Is the app regularly updated? Can you download the app from a trustworthy store or site? Do you know where your data will be stored? If you're stopped by authorities and asked to show what's on your phone, you may want to make your documentation less obvious. Installing some everyday apps and taking some innocuous photos for your gallery can make your device look more like an everyday phone. You can also change the names and icons of your apps using a launcher app. You can use built-in privacy features that your phone supports. You can create hidden folders that start with a dot, using a file manager app. Then turn off the Show Hidden Files options in your settings so that the hidden files are not visible. Be aware that these techniques will not effectively hide your content from someone who is really examining your phone, and that some countries have laws that restrict or criminalize the use of security apps to encrypt or wipe your data. Download apps in advance if you anticipate an internet outage. One strategy that can help you and others later on is to download and save an app's Android package or APK file so that you can still share it when offline. Even without an internet connection, you can still connect to devices locally to share and offload documentation. Regularly offloading documentation from your phone will free up space and help to minimize what information is compromised if your phone should ever be confiscated and unlocked. Your phone should typically come with an app or interface to connect and transfer data over local Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, or you can install one. You can also use an on-the-go OTG drive or connector to offload documentation. Set up your phone in advance while you have internet access and before you're in a crisis situation. Practice using apps in everyday situations so that you become familiar and comfortable using them. Make good phone security your default practice. This way, the methods will become second nature when your attention is needed elsewhere. Remember that above all, your safety and that of the people around you are more important than collecting documentation.